How we doing, troops? It's episode 2 of Fighters. So we've only been out for about 2 minutes and I've managed to get us into the biggest queue of traffic you could imagine. This is brilliant. Made it through that traffic relatively easy there. There's a full setup for interviews and stuff like that with Stuart Allan, so quite looking forward to the day.
Welcome to the Glasgow Thai Boxing Academy. I'm here with JR Million Dollar Morrison. JR, welcome to Fight Talk.
Stuart Allan MC, how are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you very much for asking. Last year, not a very busy year for you, only had one fight last year. What was the thinking behind that? What happened there?
Well, the last time before I fought last year was ESU in August 2013. I fought then, and then after that fight I was bringing up blood. So I was coughing up blood for about 9 days after the fights. They didn't know the cause of it, so I was basically instructed that I couldn't train at all. A lot of fighters will know what I'm talking about here when I say there's nothing more gutting or there's no worse feeling when a doctor tells you that you can't train at all. Do you know what I mean? Until they basically find out.
It wasn't even just you can't fight, you can't train?
No, I couldn't train, I couldn't do anything. From September 2013 right up to March 2014. I was getting tests done in the hospital, putting a big cube, doing breathing tests because my lungs weren't working properly and that. Basically they didn't know what the cause was. And then eventually I went for CT scans, and then my last CT scan they found there was 2 shadows in my lung and basically they still couldn't explain it, so they just monitored it for a period of 3 months, and then in the second CT scan I go to it and I get the all clear, and that was me allowed to go back training. So when I went back to training, obviously by this point Vinnie shut his gym down, so I moved up to train with Lloyd Cochran in OB's gym.
Lloyd, of course, not just a well-renowned coach, but a well-renowned fighter as well, right?
2-time world champion as well, aye. So I think it was a blessing in disguise is the right words to use there, me moving up there, because there's not just me or Lloyd that's there, there's a full team here running about that are always committed as each other, do you know what I mean? We're all chasing the same dream.
Now, we're into 2015, your next fight after over a year out is going to be on the 20th of March, the ESU show in Buakaw. You're fighting Abdoul Toure. Can you tell the folks at home a bit about Abdoul? Very, very well-known fighter. Abdoul
Toure, he's fought Buakaw twice. Buakaw is he's basically the #1 fighter at 70 kg in the world. He's also been in with Enriko Kehl. Enriko Kehl just beat Buakaw for the K-1 Max World Championship. A few people think it's maybe a step too much, but at the end of the day, for me to get where I want to be, which is in Gorey, I need to test myself against world-class fighters, and Abdoul Toure is a world-class fighter, you know what I mean? So me getting in there and me beating him just proves that I'm ready to go to that level.
How do you see your progression to that, going from where we are today to in maybe 1 or 2 years' time to fighting on that stage?
Well, it's obviously the first step is Abdoul Toure, and then after that, obviously me and Vinnie have been talking, me, Vinnie and Lloyd, and we've got potential opponents lined up. They're maybe not signed by Glory now, but they've been there and they've fought on Glory. We're basically just going to start chasing them down and trying to get matches with these fighters, because if I can start basically building a CV of maybe 4, 5, 6 fighters that have been on the Glory, basically the books, and I've beat them, then it then proves to Glory obviously that I'm at that level to be there, and it gives them a reason to sign me as well. And obviously the way Vinnie's running things with ESU, building a fighter profile, making sure that we've got as much a fan base as possible, it means that if Glory come out here, then they're going to be making a bit of money out of it as well, because they can come out here with likes of all 4 years in this Fighters Reality Series, build up to selling maybe 300-400 tickets each, maybe even 5, you know what I mean? That means they can come out here and there's a market there for them to come over.
So just finally, JR, before we finish up, is there any message you would like to give to the fans watching?
To my own personal fans, I've heard obviously through yourself that the fans doing Buakaw, I've got a bit of reputation. I know my fans have got a bit of reputation as well, so my fans like going and watching me fighting. They're a loud crowd and they always come in their numbers, so it'd be good that as many fans as possible bought tickets and just came and supported me, and then we'll just show Buakaw who the best fans in Scotland really are.
Well, Buakaw's not going to know what hit it on the 20th of March. JR Morrison, best of luck on the 20th of March. I'll look forward to interviewing you at ringside, and I'll look forward to working with you into the future.
Stuart Allan MC, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much indeed.